Hey, good afternoon and greetings from Real Stuff, Real Change. Saturday afternoon, March 23rd. Beautiful day here in Charlottesville. Hope you are having great weather where you are. I'm gonna get my camera here fixed. And so anyway, thought I would check in with you guys here a little bit and kind of share a little bit. Just a message that I was thinking about this morning as I was spending some time just journaling and meditating and just really working on some thoughts, some affirmational thoughts that really gave me kind of a sense of wonder. And I was wondering, I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about safe spaces. And when you think about safe spaces, you might objectively put in your mind a safe place that you can go when things get dangerous, maybe at home, if you have a bad environment at home, like an abusive environment, getting away from it. Or you might think of safe spaces as if you're out in public and something goes wrong, you go somewhere. Or even if you think about it from a like a storm type thing, I'm going to go to a safe place in the house, like when a tornado hits or a hurricane shelter or something of that nature. That is a kind of a typical communal version of safe spaces. But what I'm thinking about is more emotionally based, and I think about how do we create safe spaces emotionally in ourselves to further change, to further advance our change of where we've been dysfunctional and where we want to go to be whole and emotionally intelligent. And I want you to think a little bit about your own identity, your own programming growing up, whether you grew up in a house that there was yelling, or you had no communication with your parents. It was very quiet. No affirmations, no assurance from people that were there. Maybe you grew up with a single mom or a single dad. Maybe you grew up with no parents. Maybe you had a great family, a middle-class family, which was typical for me. I had all the financial support I wanted, but very little emotional support when it came from relationships. No matter what you can attest where you're from, having a safe space to go, creating a safe space will give you the ability to become the person that you really want to be, but you haven't been able to. And so I want you to imagine, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that you've found the safe space in your life. You're in you're in this place of dysfunction, and whether it's frustration or irritation, something that's bothering you all the time. You're not sure how to empower yourself. But there's this door in front of you that offers this safe space behind it, and you're walking through the door right now. I want you to close your eyes and notice it. And I want you to think about what it feels like to be different. And as hard as that might be, I want you to go there. I want you to imagine it, envision it. I want you to perceive it. I want you to affirm it. That if you have a past of abuse, you're going to walk through this door and it's going to be so wonderfully content and peaceful. No abuse. No yelling, no screaming, no hitting, no sexual abuse. If you come from a family of alienation and criticism, you're going to walk through this door and there's none of that. Now remember, everything that we talk about is about you, so no one's doing it to you. You're doing it to yourself. But I want you to imagine that safe space, and I want you to picture it. Picture it. Give it a name. Give it a temperature. Give it a view. Is it the mountains, the beach? Are you in a sandy area? Are you in a grassy area? Is it spring? Is it summer? Is it fall? Make it whatever you would like it to make it. And imagine your life in that safe space. Imagine when you have challenges or when you have temptations of challenges emotionally, that you can walk through that door anytime you want. It's kind of magical, actually, because if you envision it and you affirm it, you can do it. And the more that you do it, the more opportunity you have to create safe spaces in your life in all aspects of it. And actually, whatever you want to make it is your choice. So I think one of the things you could do here in this situation is, after you've envisioned this, after you've created this safe space, whether it's a door or it's a gate that you go through, I want you to take a few minutes after this video is over. I want you to write down how you felt when you were in that safe space. I want you to write down, I felt joyful, I felt peaceful, I felt content, I felt calm, I felt afraid to walk through the door. Maybe you didn't believe the door was there and you're still fighting those memories that are stuck in your head that continue to tell you that you're not allowed to do certain things, you're not allowed to be safe. Whatever it might be, write them all down. Write down the good memories, write down the bad memories, the feelings, sensations. And then I want you to go back every couple, do it a couple times a day. And I want you to try to enter that safe space from whatever you're dealing with. And try to do it during the day when you have issues or when you have challenges and you have triggers. And see if it changes over the next week or so. See if you gain more entrance into that safe space. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today, creating a safe space. I think it's important that if you desire to be different, that safe spaces are necessary. Here at Real Stuff, Real Change, we train and educate individuals how to be stress-free and content within a place of their own safety. And this is what kind of part of what we do is all about. Not only are we helping people with memory reconsolidation and shifting their thinking, but we want them to create a safe space in that process to be able to identify their new lives, and even as they change, identify where they're going. So with that being said, that's all the time I got today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Remember, safe spaces are necessary for continued change in emotional intelligence. So with that being said, if you want to find out more, go to www.realstuffrealchange.com. You can also look at our Facebook page. We have lots of videos that are up on the Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to see if you were interested in finding out what we can do for you in terms of empowerment dynamics and emotional intelligence as it pertains to releasing things in your life that are just continually evolving. And you can also private message me. So once again, have a great weekend. And we appreciate you tuning into our videos. And we look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend. Peace.